Hello children, hope you all are good and keeping well, taking good care of yourself. Children, in the last video we have completed exercise 9.4. Before we move further, I want to remind you one thing children. You have to see the video to see how the sums have been done, because in question bank you will be getting question bank. In question bank only the answers will be given. So you should know, and in exam, whether the offline or online, you will get the question with the different digits. So you should know the method, how you have to solve the sum, because in that you have to solve and then write the answer, isn't it? So please do go through the video and also the chapters of the book. Each and every example for each and every chapter. Please go through them and try to solve them also. Is it clear? So basically all the chapters are based on those examples only. So you should know those examples also. Clear? So now we move further. Now the exercises are finished. Now we move on. Exercise 9.4 we have done. Now we move on to the next topic, and that is average. Now what actually the average is, it's given in the book. If it is, you have the book, please underline it. Average is a number which gives us the central or the middle value. Whatever the things are there, average means the middle. What is the lagbhag kya hai answer uska? That is called as an average. It can be a central, you call it as a central value, you call it as a mean value, you call it as a middle value. Okay, so what is an average? Average is said to be the which gives us the mean value. बीच की उसकी वैल्यू क्या होती है? नॉट टू बैड, नॉट टू गुड, एवरेज अपन बोलते हैं. एवरेज स्टूडेंट बहुत अच्छा भी नहीं है, बहुत खराब भी नहीं है, एवरेज है, बीच का है, मीन है, सेंट्रल में. ओके, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द एवरेज. इट गिव्स अस द मीन वैल्यू. Now, how do you find out that mean value? So you can underline in the book. It is average is a number which gives us the central or the middle value. Average can be found only of like measures or like quantity or the similar quantities. One thing more, the very most important thing is that the average will be found from only those quantities which are similar. Suppose you are taking out the average of measurement. So all the quantities, if it is in kilometers, then all the quantities should be in the kilometers. Suppose you are finding the age of your group. So all the age should be of your group. ऐसा नहीं है कि you are taking out something else. Like in measurement, one unit is kilometer, one is centimeter, one is millimeter. Not like that. It should be same. If it is centimeter, all should be same. If it is kilometers, all the digits should be in, all the units should be kilometers. Could you get it? If suppose we are making runs, we are talking about the runs, like we are going through the IPL these days. So number of runs. So it should be number of runs. ऐसे नहीं है कि आपने उसमें भी years डाल दिए या कुछ और डाल दिया. So it should be of the similar quantity. And then how do you find out? Average is calculated by average is equals to sum of all quantities. Okay, divided by, now these quantities should be of similar type, remember this. Okay, and they divided by number of, short form, number of quantities. Okay, now in the bracket it is written as addends. Why we are calling it addends? Children, you know that all the numbers which you are adding are called as addends. Suppose it is 3, 4, 5. So this is one addend, second addend. All the numbers which you are adding is known as addends. So we have written for this quantities, we have written addends. जिनको आप जोड़ रहे वो कितने हैं? Number of those addends you have to divide by this. So you have to learn this formula in the book. In the formula, write down learn over there. Okay, you have to learn this formula, then only you will be able to solve the sum. Now some examples are given in the book. I'll show you that. Example number 19. Smita spent rupees 76 on vegetables on Monday. You don't have to make the statements in this, okay? Directly you have to find out the average. Rupees 110 on Tuesday and rupees 120 on Wednesday. What is the average amount of money she spent on these 3 days? So what you have to do, see, in this all the quantities are money, all the quantities in rupees, similar quantities. So what you will write down, okay, you will make short statements. For this, to find the average, we first find the total money spent. So what is the total money? Example 19. Total money. How much it is? It is rupees 76 plus 110 plus 120. You add them in. 600 is 6, 718, 9, 10, 1 carry, 1, 2, 3. So it is 306. So total money is this, and you have to divide it by number of adults, that is number of days. So how many days were there? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So 3 days were there. So number of days, that is addend, जिनको आपको जोड़ना है, is it 3. So average will be, write down the formula, is equals to sum of quantity, or you can say sum of total money spent, है ना? Sum means total. Total money spent upon number of days. Now you have counted the total money, so it is 306. Upon number of days are 3. Now you divide it. It will be 3 ones are 3, 3 zeros are 0, and 3 twos are 6. So it is, how much is total rupees? What is the average they have spent? It is the rupees 200. So final answer is, they have asked what is the average amount of money she spent. Average amount of money spent is equals to rupees 102. I hope this is clear. In this you will add all the quantities, okay, that you will write above the line. And how many are there? 1, 2, 3. How many they have been added? That number you will write below the line, and you will divide by that. I hope this is clear. See the example number 20. Shalini scored 84, 85, 60 and 71 marks in 4 different subjects. What was the average mark she got in all subjects? So first of all, you will add the marks. You will take out the total of the marks which she has got. So that will be 84 plus 85 plus 60 plus 61. So that becomes 300. This is given in the book. Then how many subjects were there? There were 4 subjects. 1. So I'll show this on the board only. Okay, this is example 20. So they have said that in subjects, different subjects, she has got marks 84, example 20, 85, 60 and 71. 4 different subjects. They have clearly written 4 different subjects. So first of all, you will make the total of the marks. It is 4 and 1, 5 and 1. 4 and 5 is 9, 9 and 1 is 10. 1 carry, 7 and 1, 8. 8 and 6 is 14. 14 and 8 is 22. 22 and 8 is 30. So it is 30, 300. So that means in all the 4 subjects, here total the marks she has got 30. And how many subjects? 1 subject, 2 subject, 3 subject, 4 subject. So you will divide number of subjects. Okay, number of subjects is equals to 4. So average will be total marks upon number of subjects. Beta, here you will write the total of all the quantities and below that you will write the number जितनी बार वो quantity आई है. Okay, so it will be 300 upon 4. So now divided, 4 7s are 28 and 4 5s are 20. So your answer is average marks she got. Average marks she got is equals to 75. This is how it has been explained. Now we move on to exercise 9.5. Based on this, in this we will be doing only question number 1. We will not be doing question number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We will be doing only question number 1. Fill in the blanks. In this 2 columns have been made in which the items are given. These are the items. Then the average. Then it should be total. Then it is total. And this is the average. Now see the for A1. It is given 5, 15, 35, 25, 45 and 95. Okay. Now what you have to do, you know the formula for average. It is the totals or total sum of all the quantities divided by number of quantities. So first you will add. So in this case, since it is not a problem type of sum, you will add it in the rough. So I am adding this side. Or you can, I have told you that whenever there is solving of the sum, on the right side, you draw a column, that is your rough work. So I am doing it over here. 5, 15, 35, 25, 45 and 95. 5, 6, 5. There are 6 type 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 5s are 30. 3 carry. 3 and 1 4. 4 and 3 7. 7 and 2 9. 9 and 4 13. 13 and 9 is 22. 22. Okay. So when you find the average, sum of this, you will write on the top sum of all the items. How many items? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You will divide it by 6. So it will be divided in the rough. 22. 6 3s are 18. Borrow. And 6 6s are 36. 6 4s are 24. As 40 is we require 40. So 6 6 are 36 we will take. Because 6 7s are 42 becomes larger. 36. 10 minus 4 is 6 is 4. Now it will come out to be again 0. We'll put the decimal and put the 0. 6. Same. It will go on like this. Again if we divide, it will come like this. So it is 36.6 is the average. So in the first column what you will write, it will be 220. This was the total. And what was the average? 36.6. एक बार और कर सकते हैं आप इसको. 2 places decimal की करते हैं हम. So it will be like this. And I hope this is clear how you have to do it. See the next one. See, these are all numbers. So quantities are similar. Always remember जिसका भी आप total found out कर रहे हैं, whatever the total you are finding out, that quantities should be similar. Okay. So next is, see, it is 22.4 centimeter. 22.4 centimeter. Then 35.3 centimeter. And 29.3 centimeter. See children, all are similar. All are similar. All are in centimeter. Now you add it in the rough. 22.4, 35.3, 29.3. Now added 3 and 3, 6 and 4, 10. 9 and 1, 10 and 5, 15, 16, 17, 6, 7, 8. Decimal के नीचे decimal आ जाएगा. So what is the total over here? 87. If I rub this, 29.3 centimeter. So what is the total? This was the separate column. It is 87. This can be written like this also. Now count the number of quantities. 1, 2, 3. So we'll divide this 87 by 3. 3 2s are 6 because 3 3s are 9 हो जाएगा, बड़ा हो जाएगा. And 3 9s are 27. So average is 27. Clear? Okay. Then the third, that is the C1, it is given first 5 prime numbers. What are prime numbers? The prime numbers are those numbers which have got only 2 factors, 1 and number itself. So the first 5 prime numbers will be your 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So therefore, and they all are prime numbers. They have got only 2 factors, 1 and number itself. They cannot be divided by any other number except 1 or number itself. So now you add them. What is the first step? You will add them. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. 3 and 2, 5 and 5, 10 and 17 and 1, 18. 1 carry, 28. So total is 28. Okay. Now count how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Already it's given in the question. First 5. So we'll divide by 5. 5 5s are 25. Put the dot. 5 6s are 30. So your answer is, average is 5.6 is the answer. This is how you have to do it. Have a look and try to understand it. You will add them and you will divide by number of these quantities. Okay. Now we move on to the next topic, and that is temperature. Temperature, children, is actually the hotness or coldness of your body or any object. कितना गर्म है, कितना ठंडा है, that is called as the temperature. The instrument needed for measuring that temperature is called thermometer. Similarly, your body, normally you hear for the body temperature. So doctor use the clinical thermometer for measuring the temperature. So underline from the book. The measure of hotness or coldness of a body is known as temperature. The temperature of an object is measured with the help of a thermometer. Doctors use clinical thermometer to measure the temperature of a human body. There are 2 types of scales. If we move to the next topic, there are 2 types of scales to measure the temperature. You know, when you measure your anything like pencil or length of a pencil or a paper, you make use of scale. When you use geometry, when you do geometry, you draw the lines, you draw squares, then you make use of scale. You measure them, and you measure them with the help of scale. Similarly, in thermometer also there are 2 types of scales. So they are to measure the body. You can underline in the book. The scales are Celsius scale and Fahrenheit scale. It is called Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit and Celsius scale. These are 2 scales which are used in which are there in thermometer, not used, which are there in thermometer, and we can use both of them. You can see the figure given on right side on the same page. Now the temperature on the Celsius scale is read as degree Celsius. We call it degree Celsius. Whatever the temperature is there, suppose it is 56. 56 degree Celsius. This is the short form of Celsius. Fahrenheit, 56 degree Fahrenheit. You write small f like this, capital F, not small. Okay, the temperature on Celsius scale is read as degree Celsius, and that on Fahrenheit scale is read as degree Fahrenheit. This is 56, the same temperature I have taken. Clear? Then Celsius scale. The metric system uses Celsius scale for the measurement of temperature. On Celsius scale, underline children, you have to learn this. Water freezes at 0 degrees and boils at 100 degrees. Water freezes. Freezes मतलब जम जाना. Freeze it at 0 degrees Celsius and boils at 100 degree Celsius. This is on Celsius scale. Okay. Similarly, the normal body temperature, if we come out to, this is first point, you can say it freezes at 0, this is for water, freezes at 0 degree and boils at 100 degrees Celsius. And similarly, the normal body temperature in the Celsius scale will be 37 degree Celsius. This is normal body temperature. See children, both the scales are there in the thermometer. Today, just have a look at the thermometers at your home. Both the scales are there. If you are reading the Celsius scale, then the normal body temperature will be 37 degree Celsius. Then Fahrenheit scale is another, on the same thermometer, the Fahrenheit scale is also there. If you are reading that, in this, the water freezes. In this Fahrenheit scale, the water will freeze at 32. Freeze मतलब जम जाना. It is 32 degree Fahrenheit. In this writing of degree is very important. It is slightly above the number. And then you put around the unit, and it boils at, water only, boils at 212 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, and normal body temperature is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. These terms, these measurements you have to learn. Okay, now we come to the last exercise of our chapter, and that is the 9.6. In this, children, you only have to learn how to read a thermometer. In this, if you look in the diagram, it's like this. Even if you see your thermometer at home, it is somewhat like this. And if you see the rising of temperature, वहाँ पर आपको एक black और silver color की lining दिखती है, which reduces or gains or increases when the temperature is high. It increases, it reduces when the temperature comes down. So we are just, I'm making the rough diagram of it. Suppose this is like this, and suppose this is 0 degrees centigrade. This will, I will take as 5 degrees. Then, okay, I'll take this 5 degree. This is just a rough diagram. It is, the distance is not so much. Gap इतना नहीं होता है temperature में. I'm just taking it as a rough. If it is on one side, it is centigrade. On the other side, it will be Fahrenheit. Now, in this exercise, beta, you have to see all the figures and note down the temperature. Now, in all the figures, this type of diagram is there. Now, you will see where this black line ends. In the first one, it is ending over here. So, the temperature you will read is 5 degree Celsius. This is your first one. If you observe in the book, the first diagram is somewhat like this. You will see for each and every diagram, you will see this line. Where this black part is ending, that is the measurement, and you will write it below. See the second one. It is reaching up to 20. So write down in the second one, it is 20 degree Celsius. In the third one, if you look carefully, it is 35 degrees centigrade. the black portion is ending at 35 degree centigrade. So third is 35 degree centigrade. Then see the fourth one. It is somewhere between more than 80 and less than 90. And if you see, the black line ends at 85 degree Celsius. The numbers are clearly written. You only have to see this part. How much is this black one? Then see the next one. Fifth one I am drawing over here. Okay. Again I am drawing the rough diagram, children. So it is somewhat like this. Straight, obviously. Then they have like this. I am making the rough diagram again, saying. Then there are the two scales like this. And if you observe this, 50 degree Fahrenheit, then they have marked this here 55 degree Fahrenheit, and if you see it here, there are some markings like this. .60 Fahrenheit. Now see here, in this is the black part, and I have told you in the beginning, in the thermometer you only have to see how much this line has moved. Here this has moved till 5 degrees. Here this has moved from 50 to 55, but it is not exactly 60. It is less than 60 but more than 55. Isn't it or not? So you count how much more it is. This will be 55. Just in front of 55, 56 and 57. This line is ending over here. This is how these markation, this small marking stands for 1 degree. Remember it. So 55 is already there, 55, 56 and this is 57. Each small marking is for 1 degree. So your fifth answer is 57 degree centigrade. Fahrenheit, sorry, its scale is Fahrenheit. And the sixth one, you can again see it. It is more than 110, less than 120, and the black line ends at 118. It is 118 degree Fahrenheit. Just have a look. Okay, so children, with this we finish our chapter. Let us recall. Children, whatever is there in recall, you have to learn them. That is the summary of the lesson. So learn, recall of every lesson. Every lesson. And I have also told you, please go through the example. This is the first point, and the second, go through all the examples of the book. Clear? So with this we finish our PT2 first chapter, that is your measurements. And I hope everything is totally clear to you. Please practice the sums well. Please go through the examples, learn the recall, learn what I have made you underline in the book. And please do practice. So take care and stay safe.